All right. Are we live? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Welcome to Murder Monday. Hi, Adria and Sherry and Sandy and anybody who might be lurking. So here we are. Elf is still outside smoking, so she'll be along when she's ready. How was everybody's weekend? I hope you had a good time. Hope you got some stuff done or got some relaxation in. Oh. Where'd the book go? Bookie, 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 bookie. Okay. And Janice is in the house. Welcome, Janice. Looking for a pen over here. Here we go. Okay. So, I got all the billing done this afternoon, the last of it. So everybody should have their invoices if you bought at the sale. Okay, so seems like it's not quite right, doesn't it? Well, see, it won't really matter because Els will be along shortly and there'll be less screen space. Because that's how it works in StreamYard. I think I must have pushed it. There we go. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Janice is a good sharer. So we were working on a pocket hidden back here last time. And we have several things in progress. So I'm just going to push that out of the way for right now. So this is the sewn pocket that I made with my terrible stitching. The back's not done yet, but we did get most of the front done. So we have a little map and some writing to go with the field flowers. And then we've got our card in here. Excuse me. And our picture. We worked on all that. It's coming a little loose. Let me find my glue stick. There's always a glue stick lurking around, isn't there? Carla, how you doing? You almost got your project done. Nice. Good to hear it, Sandy. Sandy's always got a little project in the works. Okay, there. That's glued down to my satisfaction. So the card that goes inside is done, and the front is largely done. There's still room if we want to add a couple other things. Carla, I made it through Monday. That is a feat all on its own, honestly. So I kept this because I want to use evil. It's just evil somewhere. So have a little bit of that. I'm looking for something that'll be fun for the back and all the things we have going on over here. Oh, I would love to use this. Love, love, love. Would love to use that. Let's see if we take that down just a little bit more. Then would it work? So that could be a thing. We could layer that up with a couple of other things. So let's go ahead and tear that bottom piece off. we'll use that with a couple other things. Let's see what else we can find in our fun pile. We were maybe working on a collage here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, we got lots of little faces. Little faces. Well, maybe that's what we want on the front. And we've got eyeballs, lips. So I'm just making some piles of things. Lots and lots of eyeballs over here. So let's flip this over. I think I'm going to use those two. I'm not sure yet. Not 100% on that, but should we get a picture of our guy? What do we have going on here? Nice, tiny, tiny people. Ooh, I like the guy with the... Although I do like this guy. We'd have to cut him down a little bit. So we have a choice of this guy. I think the smaller one fits better. And I don't know if you can tell, but he's got like a little goatee thing going on. I think he could be our guy. So let me grab some ink. Ink. Oh, we should go some green ink, maybe. Go with that green thread. Who knows what we'll actually come up with out of the... I'm going to have to pick this up off the floor. It's too far away. I can't see what I'm touching. I know there is a green one in here. It's a dark... Here we go. I found like a sagey green. A sagey green. Yeah, I think that's kind of... This is one of those local magazines, I think, where they had a lot of pictures of like local business owners kind of thing. They make them do these like contrived smiles and poses. Turn your head a little bit and smile like you're going to murder somebody. I'm sure that's not what they say, but that's how it comes out. So, you know, there's that. Do we want to... Okay, hold on. I'm going to try something. Hold the phone, please. Momentarily. And L's. Oh, there's L's. I'm sorry. I'm all blabbering away. Hello, L in the other room.
Hi, Hag in the other room.
There. It's now you can see Harry Butt and me. Yay, the best of both worlds, sort of. You gonna tell him what you did to Harry last night?
I stepped on him. And he
Wow, I didn't think
it.
you were gonna. She was not. She was all, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You would have thought she murdered him the way she was going on.
Well, he sounded like I murdered him.
He did make that noise like you stepped on his tail.
I don't know why I was just going to type, hi, Beverly. Welcome.
God, I'm glad I'm not the only one who does that. Hey, Beverly, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. And Mari, I didn't see you come in, girl.
In all fairness, Mari, he was trying to kill me.
Yeah, he ran right out in front of her, tried to trip her. She was going to whack her head on the counter. It was him or the floor, you know.
So now you're going to sit here and punch me in the nose? That's not very nice, you know. Everybody's looking at kitty butt.
What makes you think he's a nice cat? Why do we get to have this discussion all the damn time? So I'm taking a little piece of burlap. Els gave me this little piece of burlap.
Kitty?
Off of something. I don't know.
Hi, kitty.
I'm gonna put the.
Golito. Come here. Come here. Look, the paper's coming with him. Oh, hi there.
Oh, kitty. Hey, Amy, guess what?
What?
I found him.
Oh, I told you when you weren't looking for them, they turn up.
Oh,
You'll never believe me.
I was so frustrated.
Now put them where you know they are.
I'm going to put them where they should be, which is up by all the other labels.
Sure, put them in the logical place where you'll never find them next time.
Yes, exactly, Adrian.
Oh, y'all. Ouch.
What?
Ginger. Ouch.
Harry's ass only fans.
I don't want to go.
Hashtag.
I'm telling you, you could make some extra money that way.
Everybody's saying hi to you, Hupper.
Sorry, I'm chasing a cat.
So this is the book I found today, Amy.
Uh-huh.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, nice. That's cute. I want the other thing you found.
What's that?
Lay it out.
You know what it is. There's 2 boxes of it. I want
Oh,
one. I would like one of those. I would pay for it. Peaky, Scream, Bloody Murder, and the other cat's hid. Oh, my.
you mean these?
Yes, those.
Oh, these are 70 pounds.
Nice.
They do
That
feel
means I'm
nice.
never going to see them. Well, yeah, that's why I was like, sell me 1 box of them.
But what if
So
I
there's my
need
creepy
900
guy.
black envelopes?
He's our murderer. You know where I live? I need a clippy. I need a clippy to hold it in place. It's starting to move.
Well, it'll be $12 for the box.
That's what you paid for it?
Well, you know what I paid for it plus
Or are you
delivery.
marking it up on me?
What I paid for it plus shipping,
Oh
handling,
my
delivery.
God.
Yes, they are black. Aren't they gorgeous?
Yes. Work so hard. That's why I want a box. Fine, I'll give you $12. Give me a box.
I don't want to pay. I'm not
PayPal it to you after the
$12.
live.
I'm not going to charge you $12 for a box. Please.
No, she's gonna charge me $24.
$13.49.
Well, then bring the box here and I'll pay you after. You know I'm good for it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Y'all don't even want to know what's been going on here the last few days.
We've been changing the
I
same
bought shit
$5
from
around
Amy.
6 different ways.
I bought shit
Candy!
from Amy. Amy bought, Sandy bought shit from Amy. Sandy bought shit from me. Amy bought shit from me. So we've been chasing this like $5-6 around the house going, do I owe you? What do I owe you? No, I need change.
Well, and then it was only going to be like 30 cents that I owed her. But then somebody said order pizza, and I'm like, will you order me pizza and I'll pay for you? So I used Sandy's money to pay for my pizza.
And this morning she's like, and I finally made $2. I said, on your whole sale? She goes, no.
Between the two of them, I made $2 and some change after it was all said and done. When I billed Els, I owed her 30 cents. But then I ordered pizza, and Sandy owed me money. And then when she paid me the money, I gave Els her money. Along, and it was a big thing.
And it went around and around and around.
trying to get this to stick down.
Yep. I think I'm going to sell these.
To me?
Maybe. Yes, I'm going to sell you the box.
Thank you. Yeah, it was who could. And then she's like, and here's your 30 cents or whatever. Well, you know, I got like $1.70 or something. I fully expected it to be $1.70 in pennies, you know. Like she's going to come in here with pennies. I know she is.
I'd at least given you rolled ones.
She's been trying to get rid of those pennies in the bottom of her purse for 2 months. I gotta get to stick. Yes.
Here, Brat, $4.
$4. Man, if I hold out, will it go down more?
That's what it was.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Plus tax.
You want me to figure out tax? I don't have that kind of brain power.
$4.32.
All right. Nina! Hey, Nina! Oh, Peter to pay Paul. That's about the size of it.
Wait, I'm going to make her real angry.
Oh, no. I don't know how you could make me. I got a whole box of envelope. Sort of. It's however many are actually in here.
Oh, no, that's my shirt.
What?
She's seeing the stripes on the bottom of my. Hold on, I'll scooch it a little bit.
Oh, are those mark making tools? Cool. She has her own mixed media box. Adria. My friend and I just Venmo each other back and forth over and over again. That's how friendship works. You just have the same set aside amount of money that you're always sneaking back and forth to each other. Didn't you say you had a thing where you used to just stick it in each other's pockets and shit?
Yeah, my best friend Steve and I. We've been chasing the same $20 back and forth between us for
like $20
30
or
years.
something.
Yeah, 30 years. Yeah, I found these today too.
I can't see what you're doing. I'm looking at my email.
These marker things, I found them.
Me.
They're cool.
Yeah, I saw that. They are cool. Clay marking thingies. Yeah, they would be cool on the jelly plate. Also has her own mixed media box that she keeps some stuff in for when she mixed medias. I may have to break out the Fabri-Tac. I didn't want to.
Yeah, but today, for some reason, like everything I got was jelly plate stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't
had a
jelly plate.
tingle.
You had a tingle.
I had a tingle.
You left me at home and had a tingle.
It's not my fault, really. I was going to deliver your UPS stuff.
Whatever.
And you
No,
know where
I'm
the
not going
UPS
to the
store
store.
is.
I know, but I asked if you were going to the store, and you're like, no.
Well, I wasn't planning on it.
Uh-huh. Likely story.
Well, it is my story, and I'm sticking to it.
No, Else does not need the jelly plate. She can't have all my things. And she may not buy one after all the shit she said about jelly plating. Elsie, how you doing? Trying to get our murderer to stick down.
See, those damn murderers, they don't like to stay down. They just keep getting back up. Look at Jason.
Nope. And Michael.
And Michael. Freddie. Yeah, he's a big one.
I said Michael.
I was agreeing with you.
Ghost Killer.
The one from the not scary movie.
Scream.
Yeah.
Well, that's the original way, and that's what she always was bitching about. We used to do that. We just did it on glass. This is a big, long thing. What you making?
Nothing. These are the end pages out of that book. So I'm just folding them in half and, like, you know, straightening them up because I might put them in a journal. They're kind of cool.
Okay.
It's got some writing in the middle, but I think I can cover that.
Yeah. Chucky.
Yeah, Chucky's always getting back up.
That damn doll's hard to put down.
Hold on, Janice has got to go give out pills.
Okay, there's Janice. You be careful.
She's a dealer now, you know.
A pusher, even.
Yeah. I've heard that about her.
Yeah, that's how they used to do it in the 70s, Carla.
Yep, I have a piece of glass down here that I use. I also found 3 ink pads.
Oh. What colors?
Cosmic Copper, Ocean Depths,
Ooh, cool.
which is a surface ink,
Nice.
chalk ink, and then this one, which is Midnight Black, and it too is a chalk.
Cool. Lucky girl. Those are my favorite kind.
And then I found a brand new Hero Arts blue ombre pad.
Cool.
And this is the cover from that book. Isn't it cool?
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
I might take this part off and make this into a ring bound. Because then I can make it fatter.
Sounds like a plan.
Because you know all my journals have to look like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all get the feeling she's just mm-hmm-ing me?
I believe that about you.
Amy, did you
Because
find
you know
your
I'm planning to
favorite
make ring bound
pad?
journals, so now you're talking about it all the time. Els always has to do it before I do it, so she'll be that ring bound journal before I can get mine done.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you will.
No, I won't. Problem is I never finish a ring bound journal.
Well, that's because it's hard to tell when it's done.
I know.
Before it's Gator, that's the answer.
But see, the thing is that with a ring bound journal, is it ever really Gator?
Yes, Els.
When does it hit Gator as a ring bound?
When you can.
When it doesn't, you know what? Shush. You just shush. You're being difficult. Stop it. You just pushing buttons over there. Pushing buttons.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to play this game.
You do want to play with me because I'm fun.
No, I don't want to play with you because I'm tired. You're going to make me frustrated. And then I'm going to have a temper tantrum and it's going to be ugly.
No stew for you.
That's okay. I'm going to bed after this. You can have all this due to yourself. And it will be nummy.
It'll be done.
What did I put in here? Oh. I remember now. Hey, they'll go with this.
Welcome back, Janice.
Yeah. Those can go with that.
Yeah, I did. I did find the plumbing pad. It's true. One ringy dingy. They're not fun pills.
Wait a minute. Some pills are fun.
Not the ones your husband has to take. I'm sure those are just medically necessary. They're not the recreational kind. All right, so I want to use this. Then I'm not sure, but I think I might want to put this in here. I'm working on a little collage on the back. But we did get our murderer finally stuck down. Wily little bastard. So I love this. This barn is so creepy.
What's his name?
Let's see. What is his name? I don't know. I only have girls' names right now. You'll have to wait.
Winston.
No. When he's not complaining about taking them.
Janice is Stanley.
Stanley. All right, Janice wins. Let me find a pen.
It's the name of her walking stick.
Is Stanley Stanley?
Stanley.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Ley. Okay. What age do we think Stanley is? There he is.
43.
Maury's watching us on the TV. That must be horrific.
I know, right?
Thank God it's not our faces.
Well,
Late
shit.
40s, huh? Stanley, so let's make him 47.
Wow.
All right, look at Stanley's creepy face. What do we think he does for a living? Keep in mind that, let's see, where's his car? This is Stanley's car. Accountant.
Come look at this.
All right. The Stanley is a 47-year-old accountant, and he's a cheap bastard.
Yay!
It has been decided. All right, now let me look through the rest of these pictures here. I tentatively have 2 picked out. All right, that's for that. Got more of that. A little bit of map. Some more tiny people. Tiny people. Ooh, that's a possibility. Creepy trees. Always love creepy trees. Oh, and then I have Adria's little package.
Yeah.
Let's see. I found it today while I was moving stuff around. Okay. An insurance actuarial. That would be good. Actuarial. Look at the size of that eyeball, guys. Look at it.
I love the reflection of the newspaper in it.
Right? Look, and it came with the eye nose. Fresh files. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, so we could. This says ex-attorney pleads involuntary manslaughter in wife shooting death. Cool. Maybe we can cut out some of the blurbs. Or we could look at sofas. Cool. This is cool, Adria. Love it. And then she sent me Faye Satini stuff that we'll look at later. Hey, Satini. That's good. Good. Well, he murdered the girl, so I murdered him. But yes, more or less, that's what happened. Dead guy in a pinto in a field, and he deserved it. Okay, so I have the barn, and I have the creepy tree. I love the barn. But I also love the creepy trees. Oh, God. And it sounds like Mike is at your computer making dinner.
No.
What, that I'm at work getting this stew nice and ready for everyone?
No, that you're at my computer.
Oh. Oh, that's good, Mike.
We used one of these yellow roses inside, so.
Oh, the yellow rose of Texas that I am going to see. Nobody else will miss her, not half as much as me. I cried though when I left her, it nearly broke my heart. Sorry.
Mitzi says owns a dry cleaners and cleans himself up afterwards. Right? Well, it'd be hard to find people who own Pintos who need killing, you know? Unless owning a Pinto is enough reason to kill somebody.
Anybody who owns a Pinto.
Well, I'm just saying, I know a couple of people that really like Pintos. I don't know why, but they do. I don't know that that's worth dying for. Could be. Could be. But why? You have to, why? Just because they own Pintos. Like, what about the Pinto makes them worthy of dying?
Those cars are time bombs. One good tail shot. Ba-boom.
Like Big Boom?
Like Big Boom.
Big boom, go bye-bye.
Big boom,
And
go
all-
bye-bye.
And all the cars around you.
Yep. That's why they stopped making them. Damn things used to blow up.
Well, that's exciting. I'm driving, boom.
Yeah,
I'm
if
on
they got
fire.
if they got in a rear end collision, somebody hit them from behind, even at just like 5 miles an hour in a parking lot,
Holy shit, that's a good design.
they could blow up because of
Because
where
they
they
were
had their
very
gas
cheap.
tank and everything.
So if anybody still owns one and they know that, then they should be shot. Well,
Yes,
serial murdered.
yes.
Good night, Candy.
Night, Candy.
We hope you're not running away because we tried to kill people in Pentos.
Do you have one, Candy? Is there something you should tell us?
We love you. In reality, she's going out to put the dust cover over the Pinto before we find out.
I know, right?
I would never murder Candy.
No.
She teaches children art. She needs to be in the world. And what would Mel do without her? I'm just inking edges over here. I ink it to edges.
I'm doing the impossible task of trying to match the green.
The green of what? The dress?
Yeah.
You know what you might need? That color we can't talk about.
What color is that?
The one that we found at the Blick.
Oh.
That we can't talk about until I actually dye it.
Yes. I like this color.
Okay. It's a nice compliment. So I spent the whole entire week ironing and putting things together for the sale. Tell him, Els. Tell him.
She did. And you know what? All sales and no sleep makes Amy a cranky girl.
No, I was cranky because every morning you get up and give me this big disappointed look and ask me if I went to sleep. Like I'm doing something wrong. And I'm just billing people and doing stuff. I was all proud of myself. You had to come out and write it.
Well, you asked me to.
I did not ask you to come out and make me feel sad every morning.
You said. I really need to get this sleeping thing turned around.
That was a while ago. I'm just going with it now. I've given up on this turn. It'll turn itself around eventually. Carla's singing the Inky, Inky, Inky song.
Inky
You don't have fond memories of art class? I loved art class. Loved it. I made the ugliest shit you've ever seen in art class.
And the art teacher just looked at it and went, fantastic.
He tried to enter me in an art show, and I went, oh, no. You're smoking the crack.
No, 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 Mr. Rogers.
What color are the girl's eyes in that picture?
Purple.
Black and white. Oh, my God. Shut up. Only like 12 people in the whole world have violet colored eyes. You love the I want one that big, but the girl in the picture that we murdered is white, and I don't think the lady in this picture is white. So let me see if I can find one that's bigger and ethnically appropriate. That's a little too big. I really like this one here. We're going to go with he murdered 2 people, damn it. Or it's just a really dark photo. Do you, Carla? You have violet colored art? It's really rare, actually. And you're a redhead. That's an interesting combo. I'm using it because I like it.
Because that's the way, I like.
I like it. I knew that was coming. I knew it. I felt it in my soul. I need a napkin. Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, your mod's on vacation.
I got one in here. So I found it. I have one. I just need the one that's in here. Is my mod on vacation because I'm a shit?
Maybe.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I think you were aware of that before I got here. Her eyes can murder.
It's okay. I still love you. You know it.
Do you, though? I wasn't feeling the love this morning.
I was in a good mood until I came out of my room.
I was in a good mood till you came out of your room. I was sitting there thinking, I'm doing so good. And you came out and gave me the look and went, have you been asleep? No. That was the last thing she said to me before she went to bed. Go to bed. Okay, I said, with no intention of going to bed. What can I say? I'm a shit. Carla. Go ahead, read it, Elf.
Can you feel the love tonight?
No, I can't. I'm gonna say no. So there's
3.5.
what?
Shush, I'm mathing.
But we like it when you sing terribly.
You know I only sing bad for you guys.
I know. The rest of the time she does it for real. But on a live, she only sings terribly. But we like it that way. Well, I like it that way. It's fun. Okay, so I think we're done with this. Unless we want to add on a few little doodahs. I think we need to put something over where the glue had a field day.
Doodah, doodah.
Oh, the doodah day. What do we got? Oh, did I show you the things Els got me? Shit. Look.
Oh, for your unbirthday?
Shush. That woman doesn't know what it means to ignore a birthday. Okay.
You can't see her legs.
I'm working on it. I am working on it. It's the girl from Beetlejuice that's in 2 parts. The twins from The Shining. And Red Rum. We need doodahs. Sasha doesn't have a camera. Sasha's also squeamish, so she will never be in Murder Monday. Don't make that noise.
I think I'm going to finish this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to run away.
Of course you are.
Then We're going to talk about today's subject.
Are we?
Yeah.
Are we?
5 and an 8. About 3 3/8.
I feel like I'm missing something.
About 3 and
There's a bunch of washi tape in there.
Did you lose your washi tape again?
No. I found some washi tape I didn't know I lost.
Oh, well, that's always fun. It's like getting new washi tape.
Right? Story of my life. Man, I put the string in there and it keeps jumping out. Do you think it's because my fingers are sticky?
Could be.
Do.
Skittle me rinky dinky dink, skittle me dinky doo.
Oh my God, my kids love that show. My older kids.
I do.
He's over there. I'm gonna do some shady shit. Doo-dah.
Doo-dah.
I'm gonna get away with it. Doo-dah, doo-dah.
Let's see what's in the bag. Doo-doo. Oh, I like it.
Do you?
I do.
Nice. I'm the only person I know that has to get out pliers every time I want to use this glue.
Nope, I do too. Peanut butter, jelly.
Really? You know I'm tired if I'm getting in on it. Elle says I'm not allowed to deface U.S. currency.
Huh?
She said I should put a penny by his picture like he wore penny loafers. Probably with no socks, the bastard.
Oh, definitely.
But I told her that you said I'm not allowed to deface U.S. currency.
Nope, she's not. I'm not allowed to create paperwork. She's not allowed to deface U.S. currency.
I asked her to drill holes in dimes and she wouldn't do it.
Nope, nope.
Someday I'll do it myself when I don't live here. And they'll come and arrest me and pay for all my health care.
Is that your retirement plan?
Yes, we've discussed it before. I'm going to do all the drugs and then I'm going to get arrested. Spend the end of my life in jail.
Getting the best health care ever.
The prison system can pay for my dentures.
Just be careful you don't go to federal prison. I hear they still give out wooden teeth.
Be an improvement over what I've got.
So you get that splinter caught in the back of your throat.
Well, then I'll get an infection and die, you know.
They won't let you die. You're not allowed to die until they say so. Oh, you're not going to be on death row. Never mind.
That'll be my final act of something. Defiance, you know.
Defiance.
I'll die in prison when they don't want me to.
How dare you? Who do you think you are? Oh, I'm attempting to cut a straight line again.
Good luck.
The only thing that could make me cut a straight line would be an exorcist. Let's be honest. I'd need 4 priests and an exorcist. They'd all have to be standing there going, Satan, get out of those scissors. Satan, be gone from those scissors.
An exorcisors?
Exorcisors.
An exorcism?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what the word would be. All right, we gave him some loopy stringies, presumably off his jacket after we stabbed him or something.
Oh, hell.
Who knows what we did. There's our, so this pocket is done. We just got to let it dry. Look at us go. Mike's making noises.
I know. It's kind of disturbing.
What?
I don't think he knows he's doing it.
I had the veggies. Honey,
Hmm?
any veggies?
Okay. Is it thick?
You gotta, yeah, gotta look.
Hold on.
She's going to examine the stew. Probably sung by a serial killer. Maybe.
And veggies.
All right, before I put it back in the envelope so it doesn't stick in the envelope, I gotta let that dry. All right. We finished it. Yay! Woo woo! Okay. So next, you gotta finish this one. I think we like some of these small people for this.
Short people got no reason to live. They got little hands and little feet. Sorry. I was just thinking of my mother.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
Nope.
You sure about that?
I used to sing that song to my mother.
Did she like it?
Fuck no.
I wonder why.
Sorry, she was displeased with me.
Displeased with
Hey, she was my favorite leprechaun.
you. Whoa.
She was short and red-haired with freckles. Yes, she was a leprechaun with titties.
Whoa.
Titty Fairy came over, had a party, stayed the night, and then didn't leave for a month.
I like Randy Newman too. Janice has said he's banging that wooden spoon like a boss.
Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. La, di, da, 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 la, di, da, da, da.
There's this many small people and still not have enough small people.
Da, 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 da. No, 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 no. Ah!
Really?
It tried to get away from me.
Seems like an onomatopoeia kind of night. All right. Are you working on your sewing journal?
I'm just making a journaling card.
I didn't know you'd started it yet.
Yeah, we started it Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. You know what I was doing on Wednesday?
Ironing paper?
Yep. True story. But I'm caught up with the ironing 100%. Never again the big piles of ironing. My shoulders hurt. From all the sorting, counting, and ironing. Oh my God. I had to take an ibuprofen today. It's crazy. Janice is going on a coffee run. Be safe, Janice. Be safe. You tell that coffee who's boss.
Hurry back.
No, don't hurry back. Walk slowly. Coffee hot.
Oh, yeah. Go slow.
Meander
We shall
even.
miss her.
I know, but she'll get back here safely with coffee. So she doesn't fall asleep on her keyboard. Miss the next pill run.
Why are men such bad patients?
Because we hate being sick. We got things to do.
Because they're big babies.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to mute. Go do my thing.
And I don't mean Mike. I just mean men in general. Mike will pretend he's not sick until he falls over.
Yep. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I think something's wrong.
Something might be wrong with me. Really?
But the whole time he's sick and immobile, he's running through a list in his head of all the things he could be doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I just found a headline you need for your serial killer.
Did you?
Yep.
Okay.
Tall girls, short girls, medium girls.
We're equal opportunity murderer.
Yes.
But you just sang a song about short people not having any reason to live.
Now they do.
Now they do. Look, I made 2 journaling cards.
Yay.
And they're fancy.
Schmancy even.
Uh-huh.
Schmancy.
All right, so I'm going to mute the out of here, and then I'm going to come back, and we're going to talk.
Okay, go smoke a cigarette. Yay. That's for her sanity and not murdering anybody, along with the don't kill Amy pills.
Well, because I didn't have that last night.
The don't kill Amy pills?
Yeah.
That explains why you were so cranky this morning.
That would explain why I decided to go outside and not stand there and kill you.
Well, that was nice of you.
I know. See, what these ladies don't know is I really am a serial killer. I'm just heavily medicated.
She's lightly medicated and a complete lunatic.
Uh-huh. Bye, Nina.
Bye, Nina. Drive safe.
All right, I'll be back. I'm muting me.
Okay. I'll be here. One would hope.
I am muted.
Okay. She is muted, guys. Muted. It's going to go out there and lament the day she brought me into the house. She does. I know she means well. Some mornings she comes out and she just gives me this big old disappointed look. And it does not help me get shit done. That's all I'm saying. That is all. Oh, we get a loose edge. There's a loose edge. We can't be having that. Welcome back, Janice, with the coffee. Yay. I think Mike's still cooking. I think I hear him mixing stuff. Putting some edges on it. So, at like 4 in the morning, probably 3 in the morning, I had the last of my pizza because I hadn't eaten all day. So by the time we ordered the pizza, I'm just going to say I made a pig out of myself. I ate more than half of it, but I did not feel over full. And I think that was because I hadn't eaten all day. I slept quite a bit on yesterday. And I got up and I started working on the invoices. Doing invoice either. That one's loose too. The whole corner's loose. We can't have loosey-goosey corners. How will the world know who we murdered? So, that's awfully quiet, isn't it? just a pencil on. We're having an ASMR moment. That's where we're at. I can hear myself from the from the craft room and from Sandy's room. It's a little disturbing. I hear something in your room. Okay. Hey, Janie, how you doing? All right, so we got to start. I decided somewhere along the way that it was a good idea to go to, you know, kind of far away locations where people are star watching, because they're, or watching, you know, like eclipses and stuff like that, because they're all looking up at the sky. So if you make off with somebody, nobody's probably going to notice. That's all I'm saying. Or if you, you know, do away with somebody, nobody will notice for a little while. So it might be a good way to get someone who you might not otherwise be able to murder easily. You know, people who are always around their friends and stuff. Never go anywhere alone. Okay. Uh-oh. There's messages. Or my computer's just being in. Oh, let's see. Oh, check that out. I love the colors, Janie. Love, love, love. Let me see if I can get it on my phone so I can show it to everybody else. That is beautiful. Pretty nice. Facebook. Bringing it up on my phone because everybody should see the awesomeness that Janie made. Because it is awesome. And Janie made it. Okay. Here we go. Oh, let me get it on this. Let me get where I can see the screen. Never live on my own live. Okay. Oh, there we go. I don't know if that's gonna. It's all purples. How pretty is that? Oop, and there went my phone. My phone went, I'm done. Well, and the most important thing is that you're actually doing something that you love to do, that you're finding true enjoyment in. I think it's awesome. I love the idea of quilting, but I don't know if I have the patience for all of that. It is meticulous work. I love fabric, though. I love fabric. I think I'm actually going to put it on this side. There we go. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice big piece. But do you love it? Because it's going on your bed. And I think that's awesome. Got here. Wonder if we should put that in there. Because I think it's beautimous. I think the color palette is very nice. I think you did a really great job on that. Okay. Woo. Oh, okay. I'm looking for more stuff. Nope, not that. Nope, not that. Never know what I'm going to come away with when I reach into the bucket. We'd have to cover up too much of the other edge. Wonder if we cut that down a little bit. Maybe. You'll post it. Oh, cool. Cool. And everybody can get a closer look at it. Oh, still too big. Because the edge is actually right here. So we don't want too much. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? I don't know how much of that I want to cut off. We'll save that for a different one. What else do we have? What else could we work with over here? Where's the top? Okay. Do we have another guy? I thought I had a still more small cuts. I'm going to pull the bin up here and look. Oh, please. Cool. I will have a look at them after the live. I like to see what people make. I think it's because everybody is good at, we're not all good at the same thing. Or we're good at the same thing in different ways, you know? Okay, I think there might still be a couple more of these floating around in here. Let me look for it. Ooh, I like that a lot. I think I've used that in a couple of different places, though. Maybe don't use more of it. Everybody can't have the same thing. Okay. Well, we've got some pieces here we might use. Okay. Maybe some of that somewhere. Hold it, please. We've got some heavy stuff in here. Let's put that over there for right now. A couple of bigger pieces. We don't need that. Oh, maybe some of these. Okay. Okay. Oh, I think I might have found a small face. Oh, it's a little tiny lady. Okay. Maybe a little bit of that. I don't have any more little tiny people. Hi, Jamie. Are you back? She shared a picture of her quilt top with us. Man, we need to get some more of those local magazines so I can get more business people's head. That didn't sound creepy at all.
Bye, Mari. I have to go labs in the morning, too.
You labs. Yucky.
I have to go to the vampire shop and get sucked dry.
Oh my God. It's a little dramatic. You always come home and you're fine.
I come home, I have a hole in me.
Oh my God. Harry pokes holes in me all the time. You're not this dramatic about it. Just saying.
But his holes that he pokes in me are done in love.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, no. Nope, nobody, nope.
He's not trying to get blood for blood work. He's just trying to draw blood because he's a cat.
Are you trying to just draw blood on me because you're a cat?
Yeah, he is.
You're like, no, Mommy, I love you.
And to get treats out of you.
But Mommy, I love you. Huh.
They're sending us a box. What's in the box? What's in the box? I'm Inka Dinka doing.
I don't think we're supposed to know what's in the box. I think she just does it so we have to look through it and go, huh?
I'm sure she'll label the things.
Oh, I wish I had a doctor that did labs in the office. That would have made my life so much easier.
They do everything separate here. They did it separate in Phoenix too, to be fair. I don't like it when they like, why do I gotta go someplace different before I can come here? Why can't you just have it here?
Actually, there are some doctor's offices here that are connected to a Quest.
I feel like, why do I got to run all over town so that you can have blood work done?
Well, it's how they make you get your exercise in.
Mm-hmm. It's so they can bill you twice.
Yep.
That's my opinion.
Hello, pussycat. What's up, Senor Gato? No, I'm not giving you treats. You're not getting any treats. No.
Is he knocking him over again?
He's thinking about it.
How many times a day does he knock that stuff over?
4 or 5.
That's all, because sometimes I see him do it 5 times in a row while I'm sitting out there. Because he's like, if you got time to pay attention to her, you have time to treat me. He's very indignant about when I come out there and bring his mommy time.
Don't mommy time. Don't mommy time.
Better than hammer time to him. So how is it outside? Is it cold?
No, it's nice.
You always say that, and then I go out there and it's freezing.
Look, I got goodies from Amy's sale.
They were on her desk. You have the other 2 things already. I chose them at random. I did a round robin on it. I don't remember how many packages I put in the mail today. 2 to UPS. And I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to count in a second. Hold on.
You jump over that trash can, I'm going to kick your little butt. For a ball.
All right, let's see. So we mailed Mari's and Christine's, Danielle, and Rebecca. Someone who's not in the live. So that's what's in the mail. So far. So far. The other 2 on the page. Which one? I'm sorry. Did I miss something? We haven't made up a story about this yet, but we're either kidnapping or murdering people during astronomical events. That's the kind of serial killer we are. We like it when people aren't looking, when they're looking up at the sky.
Can we just shut this off?
Uh-huh.
Would you like your things or not?
Yes, I like my
She
things.
hates them.
Hey,
What?
I like my things.
Okay. You were contemplating them for a while.
I was examining them, deciding if I wanted to use any of it right now.
Oh.
All right, we're going to take a break from Jack.
What? I said Jack, but now I have to change the title of the stream.
Well, I mean, we're not totally leaving him. We're gonna talk about the Dahlia.
What does
What?
that have to do with Jack the Ripper?
A lot of people drew comparisons in the two cases.
Okay, but aren't they worlds apart in timeline?
About 40 years.
And they thought it was the same killer?
No, they just drew.
Or just that somebody
was,
parallels?
parallel. It was parallel.
Mimicking.
Oh no, not a copycat.
Fine.
Okay. I thought you were going to have Alex over for this.
Fine.
Are you giving in and giving that cat treats?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
If I came rushing out there, I would not see the cat eating treats.
No, he's passed out behind me.
Uh-huh.
Or
In a pile of treats?
Nope.
I don't know if I believe you.
oh,
Do not know. Okay, well, tell us about the Black Dahlia.
No, I'm not going to tell you about the Black Dahlia.
Oh my God.
are you staying warm on the stove?
I got to go to Blick tomorrow.
I'm happy for you. Hey, maybe they'll have more of that color we can't talk about.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I just threw stuff on the floor. So are we going to talk about anything or just going to be awkward silence?
Awkward silence.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awkward silence. Get on with the Dahlia. We want to hear the deets. Did I just say that?
Yeah.
I think you need to come slap me. I think I've lost my mind.
All right.
Can't even believe I said that.
All right. So we'll talk a little bit more about Jack.
You can't say one thing and then do another. That's not okay.
You put Jack in the title.
I can change it. I can change it right now.
No.
Hold the phone. I'm going to do it.
No.
I'm going to do it.
We're talking about Jack.
Now talk about Dahlia. We're going to make the second title wrong. No, we're not. You have me intrigued now. I want to know. Continue. Tell me. I need information. I'm just going to tell them we're taking a minor detour for some interesting info.
Okay, most people know who the Black Dahlia is, correct? See if I need to go into details here. It doesn't matter. Is there anybody watching who does not know who the Black Dahlia is? Or Elizabeth Short? If you do not know, speak now or forever hold your peaces. Janice thinks she knows part of it. Okay. Sherry knows who he is. All right. Nobody's telling me they don't. So the Black Dahlia was a name that was given to Elizabeth Short. She was a wannabe actress. She was born in the 1920s. And, like every other young woman of the age that wanted to be an actress, she moved to Hollywood.
That's a big
So up until she was found murdered in 1947, there wasn't a lot. I mean, people didn't really know who she was. She was known as the Black Dahlia because she always wore this big flower in her hair, which she dyed black constantly to keep it very, very, very black, almost blue black.
The flower or her hair?
Her hair. And
Okay.
she always wore this big white dahlia flower in her hair. So she was born in Boston. She moved out to California because her dad lived there. Her parents were divorced, which was very weird in the 1940s. But that's where her dad lived. So she went out to live with her dad and pursue an acting career. And she did live with her dad for a considerable amount of time before she, started living with roommates. Now, a very strange, odd coincidence was one of the roommates she lived with at one point also another struggling actress trying to make it, was before. It was Norma Jean Baker was actually a roommate of the Black Dahlia. Sorry.
Who was it?
Norma Jean Baker.
My sound is cutting out. Oh. Marilyn Monroe, huh?
Yep. She actually was roommates with Marilyn for a very brief period of time. And as was pretty, we're talking 1947. This is like, wartime, World War II, that era of time. So she did a lot of, one of the places that she worked was one of those dime dance halls.
Okay.
Where men would go in and they would buy tickets that were 10 cents a piece. And they would then give the tickets to the girls for a dance. And then the girls would turn their tickets in at the end of the night and they'd get like 7 or 8 cents a ticket or something like that. And that's how they would make their money. Girls in that time, a lot of young single girls in California, in Los Angeles, would go on dates for meals.
Right.
Like they would go on a date with a guy and then they would ask for a doggy bag and they would take the food back to their house and share it with their roommates. Any roommate that didn't get a date that night.
So whoever got the best dates brought home the food.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I just tried to close my E6000 with my alien lid.
No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I realized that after I'd been twisting it for about, 15 seconds.
Oh, okay. But interestingly enough, she was not actually known as the Black Dahlia in life.
Only after she was dead.
That was a nickname given to her posthumously.
Okay.
So why did they draw comparisons between the two? What were the comparisons? Well, one of the major comparisons was that for her day and age, there was some speculation that she may have, accepted money for favors.
Okay. Well,
So they bring that into play, and they say it definitively. The truth is she was hanging around with a married man shortly before she died. She went to San Diego with him. So that is all documented fact. So she may have been, fooling around. for cash. But she lived with her dad for a while until her dad kicked her out because he did not approve of her lifestyle. She would go out and stay out all night. And that's what they did, you know, because they were trying to become famous. So they would go and hang out at the clubs and
Have
clubs,
parties and clubs and stuff.
yeah, they didn't close like they do today. You know, there really wasn't a last call.
No, you could be out all night and all day and all night and all day.
Yeah. So, you know, she'd be gone for
There was always something going on somewhere.
hours and hours and hours. And she would dance, and her dad thought that the dancing was inappropriate. He thought that that was not a very good way to make money. She spent a lot of time just sitting in coffee shops, and she would strike up conversations with single men to get them to pay for her meal. So she would purchase food and then wait for somebody to come in that she could get to pay for her food. Otherwise, she'd sit there until somebody would pay.
Right.
Nursing a cup
She
of
didn't have
coffee,
the money
you
to
know,
pay for it.
because she had the money to pay for it. She just, you know, that was all she had.
Okay.
So, you know, if she could save it, she would. And, you know, she did a lot of cast calls, things like that. She was trying to become an actress.
Of course.
So
That was the thing.
they parallel the fact that she may have been promiscuous.
Right.
To the
And that's
fact
always
that,
the reason to murder a woman.
yeah, well, to the fact that, you know, the Ripper women were, in fact, prostitutes. Now,
Right.
the other parallel here that is kind of striking is that both of these are still both considered open cases. They are still actively investigating the Dahlia murder. They are still actively investigating the Ripper murders, even though it's, you know, 150 years later.
Right. But I don't
Because
think they'll ever stop investigating.
No. And
These were highly, for each of their respective times, these were very salacious, very, you know, something that hadn't really been seen before
right.
in their
So,
respective areas.
Elizabeth Short was found, and this was kind of another parallel because she was, at the time, they said she was exsanguinated.
Exsanguinated?
That one.
Okay.
Look, there's a couple of words I can't say.
It's okay. I can't say Worcestershire for sure. So I'm not judging at all.
That quinoa,
Exsanguinated.
quinoa.
Quinoa.
Okay. So,
But I didn't know how to say. I said the same thing for like 5 years. I didn't know till I heard somebody say it on TV and went, "Oh."
So, and the fact that this was considered a very lurid crime also was a parallel with the Ripper murder.
Right.
So her body was found in Leimert Park, California, which is a suburb in Los Angeles, basically. It's a little
I
neighborhood.
read a whole book about this, but then I
Mhm.
had that accident. I don't really remember very much. I had scrambled brain for a while. So this is
well, a
partially
little-
new. I know the basics.
It was actually a young kid that found her.
Right. I
He
remember
was
that.
walking to the store. It was an empty field, and there was a little market, like a corner market. And he was walking
he
down
was
the street with his mom, and he was running ahead and playing in field, you know, as boys do.
Right. Right. As kids do.
And he came across the body and started to scream, you know, and yell. And his mother came running over to find out what was going on, thinking maybe he got bit by something, or, you know, he fell. And
Right. Right.
any number of things. You hear your kid scream, what do you do?
You run. You think
You
the
run.
worst?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the whole time you're going, please just don't let them be bleeding anywhere from their head, because that's the worst.
Well, it's hard to stop,
Yeah.
and it's profuse.
Yeah. So, she gets to him, and at first she didn't see the body, and then she sees it. So the body was dissected straight across the mid-torso, completely through. There was no blood.
Which means she was not killed there.
And the organs may or may not have been missing. Depends on what report you read. Okay?
Okay.
There have been multiple suspects in this case. Several hundred people have been questioned. Multiple people at one time or another have been considered persons of interest in the case.
So that's a parallel to the Ripper.
Yep. And everybody has a theory.
Of course.
There's, as I said, there's multiple parallels. And this happens generally whenever you have this kind of a serial unaliver.
Why are we doing that?
Just because I think it's funny.
Okay. If it makes you happy
Yeah.
to use that ridiculous phrase, you have at it.
Okay. So everybody said, she must have been killed by being cut in half. There was actually a theory that she was a magician's assistant.
Okay.
And that the trick went wrong.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Oh,
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Worst magician ever.
Yeah. So her body was completely washed to the point where her hair was still damp.
So
Yeah. So at the time, whoever did it knew what the forensic countermeasures of the time
you
were.
should take countermeasures. Yeah. I mean, they didn't have DNA then, but they knew to try and remove any hair fibers, anything that might link.
Her face was slashed like the Joker from the corners of her mouth to her ears.
Okay.
So again, that's another parallel.
Right.
That they drew to Jack. She had cuts on her thighs and her breasts. Entire portions of her flesh had been carved away. The bottom part of her body and the top part of her body had a foot, exactly 12 inches between them. Like whoever put her there didn't just like toss her out.
Right. It was a staging.
Yes, her legs were spread. Her lower half of her body was exactly 12 inches from her upper part. The upper part of her body had her arms above her head, flexed at the elbow. She had been dead approximately 14 to 18 hours. As I said, there was no blood. The intestines were one of the organs that was there. It was neatly put underneath her body. So this was, one of those things. But you have to remember, too, this is 1947. So what happened? This woman screamed bloody murder and started running with her child going, call the police, call the police. And, people stuck their head out the window and went, oh, okay. And then somebody eventually called the cops. The cops showed up, and you have beat cops and you have region, the area cops, area command, and then you have the detectives, and you had homicide, and you had the investigators from the medical examiner, and they're all just walking
And
all
they
over the
stomped
place.
all over everything.
Absolutely.
Good
And-
preservation of the crime scene.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So, they did an autopsy. Go away! I don't
I'm gonna-
want to see the computer. So
You keep
they
going.
said that
I
she
gotta go to
weighed.
the potty.
Okay, they said she was 5'5". She weighed 115 pounds. She had blue eyes, brown hair, and badly decaying teeth. So she really wasn't taking care of herself. She had ligature marks on her ankles, wrists, and neck. She had irregular lacerations with superficial tissue loss of her right breast. Also noted that she had lacerations on her right forearm, her upper arm, left upper arm, and lower left side of her chest. The body was cut in half in a medical procedure. So they transected the lumbar spine between the second and third vertebrae, severing the intestine. And then there was very, very little bruising on this along the incision line, saying that she was probably cut in half after she died. So what was the actual cause of death? Well, a lot of people think that she died from loss of blood, but that really wasn't it. She actually died, like her death certificate says that she suffered a subdermal hematoma in her brain. So she got hit in the head. That's what killed her. She got her head bashed in.
Okay.
So there's always been a question in the Ripper cases as to whether or not the Ripper engaged in carnal acts before killing the women.
Right.
There's been a press for about the last 15 years now, almost 20 years, to try and find the bodies, to exhume them, to see if they can find DNA.
Pauper's graves, though, they were buried with
Only
other
some of
people,
them.
weren't they?
Only
Oh.
some of them were buried that way. Mary
Didn't
Kelly had a
he-
family.
Okay, but didn't he mutilate their? It was contemplated that possibly he mutilated them downstairs because he was, covering up
It did.
whatever he might have done.
Right. But
That was a possibility.
But he did not mutilate the genitals of all of his victims.
No. Maybe he didn't do anything with all of his victims.
Well, yeah, but there's been a push, like I said, for about the last 15, 20 years to exhume the bodies, that they know where they are.
Okay. And how's that going? Does that mean a lot of resistance?
Believe it or not, Scotland Yard is really resisting it. Like the people that are pushing for this, they will, even under the Freedom of Information Act, they will not release the files. They keep giving them the same. It's an open case.
Yeah, but I find that suspicious in and of itself. Honestly,
I do too. But when you think about it, what about the innocent people that are going to be affected?
Yeah, that's true.
Because first off, they'd have to bring the bodies up. They would have to test the body against known relatives to prove that that is the right body.
Right.
They search that body for DNA. Now, these are prostitutes. What's to say that they don't have the DNA of 15 different people on them?
Yeah. Well, and after all this time in a grave, how much are you really going to get?
Right. The best they could hope for would be that in the last victim, he accidentally sliced himself and some of his blood made it into her body.
Still, after all this time.
And that it fell into a bone
There is
cavity.
degradation, you know.
Right. So,
I think it's just another way so they can have more suspects so they can endlessly hash this over, you know.
probably. So, so one of the speculations was, did he have, relationships with the prostitutes before he ripped them?
Are you talking about relations as in sex, or like he knew them personally?
No, as in like intimate relations.
Okay.
He had sex. Did he have sex with the sex worker before he ripped them? Now, another interesting parallel that they draw to Elizabeth Short is that it was noted that her sphincter,
yes,
was dilated to almost 2 inches.
Okay.
And so that suggests that she may have been raped or penetrated by a foreign object.
Okay. Well, in a crime of that nature, that would not, I don't think, it probably was shocking at the time, but
yeah,
with everything we know now.
That was the big parallel, was the sensationalism of this, plus the way that it was reported by the news. Because believe it or not,
Right.
you had in 1947 in the United States, we had sensationalism in that journalism for this particular crime. They made up all kinds of crap.
Right. That wasn't
They
true.
blamed all. There was the Satanism. There was the Satanism angle.
Awesome.
That's
That's always out there for almost anything.
It was a bunch of devil worship.
They love to blame that, and it's such a satanic kind of thing.
Yeah.
Don't you think there are devil worshippers out there just rolling their eyes like, Jesus Christ?
Yeah. somewhere
You
out there.
Just stop blaming us for everything. It's a very ironic Satanist going, you motherfuckers. I don't know. I feel like it needs something up there.
So there's, that parallel. And if you look at that, what, the Satanism thing, you had the theory that it was, with Jack the Ripper, the theory was that it was either the Rosicrucians or the Masons, the Masonics, that were killing these women. So there was a parallel. But they drew that parallel based on the fact that those things had been brought up in the Ripper case. That's why the press brought it up in the Elizabeth Short case. Nobody in this neighborhood, in a vacant lot that's surrounded by houses and businesses, nobody saw a damn thing. And they went door to door. They talked to every cab driver who was in the area that night. Every delivery person who was in the area that night. From like 6 o'clock the night before until the body was found. Because they know at 6 o'clock the body wasn't there because there were kids playing in that lot.
Right.
There was a group of kids that had been playing until about 6 o'clock when the street lights came on, kind of thing.
And they had to go home.
And they had to go home. So it was around 6 o'clock that they called the kids in. So they knew between 6 p.m. and when the body was found that the body, that was their window of opportunity, so to speak.
Right.
Now, the procedure that Elizabeth Short, that they used to sever her body was taught in the 1930s.
So that gives the approximate age range or profession for the.
Right, because it actually had gone out of fashion. Like they didn't use that procedure anymore.
Right.
They did check for, body fluids.
Uh-huh.
And that came back negative. So the FBI sent her the coroner sent her fingerprints to the FBI. They were on file because in 1943 she had been arrested.
Okay.
Okay.
For what? Do we know or do we not know? It's okay if we don't know.
I want to say
There's too many eyes.
I want to say that she had been arrested for some kind of like shoplifting or something like that, or like a dine and dash kind of thing.
Okay. Well, that would make sense. Dine and dash.
No, let me think. No. She was underage drinking.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hold on, I'm getting fresca.
Okay.
Okay. So there was your next parallel. She was known to be a party girl.
Mm-hmm.
Who does that remind you of? Those damn Ripper victims.
Always hanging on the bars.
I know. So, once they figured it out, before anybody could tell her family, the reporters paid off somebody in the coroner's office to get the name of the victim.
Oh, no. That's not a good way to hear about your kid's death.
They didn't. They called and said she had won a beauty contest.
No.
Yep. And they got all kinds of personal information about her from her mom.
Oh.
And then told her mother she had been murdered.
That's even worse than just reading it in the paper. Oh my God. That's terrible. That is shitty.
Yep.
Well, that's
so they
journalism.
sensationalized. Yeah. They sensationalized everything. They described the outfit that she had been seen in last as skin tight and sheer to the skin.
Like she was asking for it.
Yep. And they said that she, prowled Hollywood Boulevard.
Making it her fault. She got what she deserved.
Yep. And they deemed this a sex fiend slaying.
Even though it may not have been.
Even though it may not have been. So there's a lot of parallels between the two. And these two cases have been linked. I don't know why, because they're like 60, 70 years apart or something like that. But
well, do they think that possibly maybe it's not the same person, but maybe the Black Dahlia killer was inspired by the Ripper?
They think so, but when you think about it, a lot of serial killers could be said, that they are inspired by. I don't know if that's a great way of describing it, but
that was their first taste of knowing that somebody, knowing about a brutal murder,
right,
series of murders.
Much like the Ripper murders, the Black Dahlia, as she was named by the press, both of these have basically blossomed into their own industry.
Right.
There's movies. There's, you see Elizabeth Short's face on T-shirts.
Yeah. But also, as with the Ripper and erroneously H.H. Holmes, Black Dahlia is the basis of a lot of episodes on various, crime shows.
Exactly. So you're looking at somebody's real life, which the press, again, sensationalized the crap out of. They made crap up.
But it's almost categorically taken, just like H.H. Holmes bullshit. It was in the paper, so it must be true.
Yeah.
Well, I read it in a book, so it must be true.
Right. And again, you have, back in the Ripper's time, you had people that were writing letters in that they found to be fake,
Right.
The newspaper reporters were claiming that they were getting phone calls from somebody identifying themselves as the murderer.
Right.
Now, somebody did
and people
call in.
say and do terrible things.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Somebody did call in and say that they would be sending some Beth Short souvenirs. And there was some stuff that was sent to the newspaper, but was it really sent to the newspaper, or was it stuff that they found on their own and just sensationalized it? So the question becomes, how much, and this I think is the biggest parallel between the two cases, how much of the investigation was destroyed by the investigators themselves?
Right. How much evidence did they trample on, lose?
Misdirection,
Not.
false information.
Yeah.
How much of that played into the fact that these are unsolved crimes? Now, certainly.
Well,
go ahead.
No, we've seen incompetence from the police over and over again impede. They maybe would have been able to find it if everybody hadn't trampled all over everything. They may have found more evidence and had a more clear picture of who they were looking for. And we've seen this in case after case after case, into modern times even.
Yeah. There's cases today that are being thrown out because the DNA collected at the scene has been compromised or contaminated. Now, let me tell you what the Ripper did do. And in some ways, Elizabeth Short. They changed modern forensic investigation.
Right.
When you go, like here, if we have a murder here, that we do have a crime scene unit that goes in and they collect evidence and everything. But do you realize that in the United Kingdom, when they show up, the crime scene unit, starting at the street, they walk on little rubber pads that they put down as they go to make sure that they don't pick up anything from the ground onto their
sometimes
booties.
They wear little booties too, so they don't leave anything.
Do. They wear booties, full suits, nets over their head, glasses. They wear goggles, gloves.
Okay. This is a stupid parallel, but if anybody has seen Hot Fuzz, there is an investigation inside a house where they are in the actual gear. It is a dumbass movie, and I will admit that I like it. But if you want to see what a British investigation is like, how they dress and how they do it, that's fairly accurate.
Yeah. They literally are covered from head to toe. Each person that goes in or out of the crime scene has to be DNA swabbed.
Right.
So that they can make sure that they eliminate that DNA. Any officer who responded originally, any paramedic, any of the doctors that may have shown up, all of
And
those
they are
people
held extremely accountable for anything they
Yep.
touched, moved, turned on, turned off. Where did they actually
And-
go? What was their path?
Yep. They put these mats down on the ground, and then they take the mats as they're leaving and they put them in evidence bags so that they can take them back and scrape the bottoms to see if there's any evidence that may have been covered by the mat while they were walking in and out of the property. If they step off of the mat for any reason, their entire suit has to be taken and put in a bag, and they have to be resuited. They are very anal about collecting evidence now, and it's because murders like the Ripper cases
Went unsolved because it was contaminated.
wash that off the wall before anybody sees it.
Mop up that colored blood. It's inconvenient.
Mop up that blood. We don't want people seeing that and getting hysterical. So the one thing that these cases have done is they've
changed how we process crime scenes.
they've enforced this and made us reevaluate the way that we investigate these types of things. So there are some parallels between the two cases. A lot of them have to do with sensationalism, with the way the murders were committed. There's even a theory out there that whoever killed the Black Dahlia is actually related to Jack the Ripper, like his son.
Or grandson.
Seriously. Or his grandson. There's literally that theory floating. So those are our parallels between the two. We're going to come back to the Ripper, because we're going to investigate a few more of the parallels on the Ripper side of it next time. And we're going to see how it plays into modern, criminology. Because there's a lot of actual criminalistic practices that came from those murders. So we're going to see how that plays into today and where Jack fits in, basically the iconology of modern serial killers.
Cool. Now, I know that the title at the top still looks the same, but when you see the live, if you go into it as a replay, it will have a different title. so that people who come to watch it will know that it's a little side trip for the Black Dahlia and not go, what the fuck is this? This isn't Jack the Ripper.
Where's Leah?
Maybe she had stuff to do.
Maybe.
She could just be lurking and watching.
She could be lurking.
So these things are terrible, and they're violent, and they're kind of gross, and they're hard to stomach sometimes, and probably especially because most of us are women. I won't say everyone because we don't know who all it might be hanging out in the background. But if we never look at these things, we're missing, how we can. I don't think we can ever stop people from murdering, but we can maybe do better at not screwing up the investigation and maybe not become victims, knowing what to look for, knowing what people are capable of, and that sort of thing. But also just because for me, it's the psychology, the why and the how and the, why people believe the things they do and why that makes them do the things they do. And in this case with the Ripper and the Dahlia, we're coming at it from the back end. We don't really know anything about the person other than what we know that is publicly available about the victim. And there's Mr. Harry's butt for you again.
Nobody wants to see that.
He's convinced everybody wants to see that.
I know. Kitty. With your big old fat bags. Mommy.
Well, he is a big attention fiend.
I know. He's got this whole cat thing wrong. Cats are supposed to be, aloof and
cool and aloof, and he's like grabbing her and going, pet me. He tries to slap the glasses off her face to make her take naps. He's very adamant about some things, All right, so serial killer journal wise, we finished this and we've got a pretty good backstory on it. This is still in process, but it's done. It just needs its backstory and a few other touches, some names and some other information. But I think we're, in terms of items and positioning, I think we're good. So we'll talk about the backstory next time. This has got to sit out and dry.
yay!
And I think we got a lot done tonight. Well, we got a lot done.
And I made 2 journal cards.
Yay, 2 journal cards.
I think Carla fell asleep again.
Well, sleep is a
We
good
lulled her
thing.
to sleep with our dulcet conversations about death,
Right?
dismemberment.
Mayhem, torture. And all around just bad behavior.
Yeah, well.
Oh, there's finally the tiny eyeball I was looking for.
Were you looking for tiny eyeballs?
Yes. They're always after the fact, What are you going to do? I'm happy with what I got done, though. We put it pretty good.
Oh, yeah, you did good.
What we've been working on. So the pocket is done. It just needs to, I think I might add some words or something to it because this side is very flat,
Yeah.
But how many buttons can you really stick on things?
900,000.
Need some more bottle caps, man. I need some more bottle caps.
All right. We'll find more bottle caps. They're getting harder and harder to
So,
find.
does any questions, comments, ideas? What? Bottle caps?
Yeah. Well, thank you, Nina. Yeah,
Because everything's a can or a screw top now.
Mm-hmm. He thinks he's cute too.
Oh, he thinks he's all that in a bag of chips.
He's all that in a fat bag is what he is. What? I didn't say anything bad about your fat bags. I love your fat bags. Please don't poke me.
Oh, thanks, Sandy. Yes. Thumbs up or thumbs down. You can thumbs down. I get it's considered interaction either way. So if you get a cheap thrill out of thumbing something down, go for it.
Yeah, get a cheap thrill by thumbing
Do
the Amy.
it. Thumb up,
Say
thumb
bye.
down. If you could thumb sideways, I'd be all for it.
Say bye. Say bye, Harry. Say bye. Later. I gotta go.
That one needs to be petting me. All right, so we're all done. Let me
I'm done. I'm gonna eat.
unhinge Janet's comments. I come up here because gossip columns were huge back then, and that was a factor in the.
Yeah.
I think the veracity of which her she was basically denigrated and shamed through these gossip columns, and I don't think anybody ever. They were horrified by the crime, but they were also fascinated by it, and I think the fascination won out over any actual desire to find the killer, because the thinking of the time would have been, well, she deserved it for how she dressed and how she was acting, and look, she had a record.
Yep. Well, it's always better to point at the victim.
Because that way they can pretend like if she deserved it, then they're safe, right? Because they're not her. They didn't do the things she did. So
Right.
it allows them to not find the killer, but still feel safe.
Yes.
All that in a bag of kitty treats, right? All right,
Yeah.
so we are going to be out of here. Els, do you have any? You'll be back on Wednesday, yes?
I will be back on Wednesday morning at 10:15 local time, so 11:15, 12:15, and 1:15. We're working on the sewing.
I will be
journal.
on Friday for. I'll be on Friday for Friday, hanging in the hollow at 5:15. That'll be 6:15, 7:15, and 8:15 across the country. I have so many things to catch up on, so we'll have plenty to do.
Right?
So however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Bright blessings, hugs and hisses and all that. Bye, bye, bye. We
Bye,
want to eat
guys.
some food, ladies. We love you, but we're hungry and tired.
Stay well.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The end. I'm pushing the button.
The button.
I pushed the button.